Blessings, everybody. This is Dale. Thank you so much for joining with me today on the Word Podcast. We're pressing on in the Psalms, in Psalm 119, and we're moving to the next stanza. And this is the stanza that starts on verse 105, and it begins with the next letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the letter Nun. Nun, N-U-N. And the first verse will be familiar to you, okay? But then we'll press on. This is a really good stanza. Listen what it says. Verse 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Yeah, that's one of those verses that if you grew up in the church, you'd likely memorize. Probably in the King James Authorized Version, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, right? And so the psalmist is declaring this, that the word is a lamp to his feet and a light to my path. Again, that doubling down of an idea that the psalmist has done all the way through to drive home a point. That it's the word of God that brings light to our path. It's the word of God that is a lamp to our feet, where we can literally see where our feet are landing. You know, too often we want to see 100 feet out. What you really need to see is where the foot's landing. Maybe not even the next foot, just the foot that you're about to put weight upon, right? So your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. So let's read through this stanza, and then we'll come back probably in the next episode and spend a little time with each one of them. Verse 106 says this, I have sworn, and I will confirm it, that I will keep your righteous ordinances. 107, I am exceedingly afflicted. Revive me, O Lord, according to your word. So we've seen this idea several times, have we not? That he's afflicted, and he's asking the Lord to revive him. And remember, that means keep me alive, revive me according to your word. But here, he's exceedingly afflicted. Verse 108, Oh, accept the free will offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me your ordinances. 109, my life is continually in my hand, yet I do not forget your law. And we've seen that he's undergoing affliction, that he's exceedingly afflicted here, tribulation. We've seen that he's been in danger, that people are trying to kill him, the wicked. He's about to mention them in the next verse. But when you read this, my life is continually in my hand, we sort of lose it in English. That my life means my soul is continually in my hand. That literally means in danger. That my soul is literally in danger. It's speaking of, the palm of the hand, but that's the picture that's being painted right here. Verse 110, the wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I have not gone astray from your precepts. 111, I have inherited your testimonies forever, for they are the joy of my heart. And then verse 112, the last verse of this stanza, I have inclined my heart to perform your statutes forever, even to the end. So he's saying what? I have inclined, I have bowed myself, I have turned, I have bent. And these are all ways that Hebrew word can be translated. I have oriented my heart to perform your statutes forever. And it's interesting, I'm reading out of the New American Standard right here, and the word forever is capitalized. I'm not exactly sure why that is. It's the same word that we've seen forever all the way through. So he's saying this, I've oriented my heart to perform your statutes forever, then even, the word even isn't in the Hebrew, but we need it for English to understand, to the end. I find that intriguing because you're doing something forever, even to the end. Does forever have an end? And so it carries the idea of the fact that forever doesn't have an end. So the psalmist is saying what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And notice what he said I'm going to do. He said, I'm going to perform your statutes. I'm going to keep your testimonies forever. And he says, I have inherited your testimony. I possess these testimonies. They come from you. He's inherited testimonies. He's inclined his heart. And these testimonies, he's going to keep them forever because why? They're the joy of his heart. And he says, no matter what happens to me, I'm not going to stray from your precept, even though the wicked come against me. No matter what happens to me, I'm not going to forget your law. No matter what happens to me, I'm going to keep your ordinances. Lord, teach me your ordinances. Lord, revive me according to your word. Remember, what did he say about the word at the beginning? Your word is a lamp to my feet. Your word is a light to my path. Your word is that which will keep me alive, even in the midst of exceeding afflictions. Lord, it is your word that will keep me as I keep your righteous ordinances. When you read all these things out of this 119th Psalm and see how the inner working relationship between the Lord and those that are his, how the Lord releases his word and his ordinances, okay? How he releases, and both those are mentioned at least twice in this psalm, okay? How he releases his law, his precept, his testimonies, his statutes, and how they work in the one who believes and the one who keeps them, that the Lord brings forth life, that the Lord maintains life, that the Lord brings everything that we need by his word when we adhere and hang on to his word. It's an amazing thing. Just when you think you understand it all, the Lord adds another layer of understanding to it. It's really a very cool thing. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm Dale. I'll see you on the next episode, okay? Goodbye.